as far as Metroid palettes go, you just can't beat classic Samus. Or at least as close as I can get to it with just 4 colors. Neo helped me out a good bit with this palette, and I'm very thankful. So to continue on, we just casually go through this fake ceiling, and into some rather awkward syrup. It messes with your momentum a lot, and you pretty much have to space jump your way out. The spider ball actually will not work under the syrup. I mean, you can go spider ball, but it won't let you go up the walls. So we need to get to the top of this chamber. There's 3 exits up here. Going right to left will get you everything you need. The rightmost one is a recharge station, so you can refill both your energy and your missiles. And recharging both is a really good idea. The next entrance, we just go all the way up here. And somebody has wrecked this Chozo statue. The prize inside, though, is an ice beam. But if someone took the time and effort to destroy this thing, you kind of get the impression maybe you need this. They really don't want you to have it. So time for the leftmost entrance. And we have some new ominous music. And some new terrain here. They're gearing up for something. But suddenly... 8 more Metroids? That's not supposed to happen! So at this point, we have classic Larval Metroids. They work exactly like they did in the original NES game. You have to freeze them first, then hit them with 5 missiles. Just going with missiles, it will not work. If they latch on, they constantly drain your health. But you can go into Morph Ball form and drop some bombs to try and dislodge them. Everyone you take out does drop the counter, so that's all that's going on here. We are getting through the surplus rather quickly. That was close. Come on. There we go. Thankfully, they're fairly easy to lure around where you can get a better shot at them. And there we go. All the Larval Metroids are down, and the ground is shaking a bit more. But one does have to wonder, did you really have to fight the Larval Metroids? So in case you're wondering what happens if you come down here without defeating all the Larval Metroids, because you can certainly just screw attack past them or just freeze them and run away. Well, if we come in here, we hear ominous sounds. Things have gone quiet music-wise. And if we come down here, we have a strange empty room with these barriers here. You can't shoot them, you can't bomb them, you can't missile them, nothing works. The only thing you can do is go down here. And if you do, it's a one-way passage that just leads back to the broken Chozo statue and the ice beam, which you can collect again if you want. I suppose it's also just kind of another way to get the ice beam if you didn't notice that it was there and you realized, I might need this against the Larval Metroids. But the simple fact of the matter is, you messed up. You actually do have to defeat the Larval Metroids for anything to happen there. The ground was shaking for a reason. Alright, let's progress for real. If you have defeated all the Larval Metroids, leaving only a single Metroid left, you get some more ominous music here. And this time if we go down here, behold the Queen Metroid. Unfortunately, after everything else, she's kind of an easy face tank fight. Just pump her full of missiles, and if you can hit her while her mouth is open, you can actually stun her. The blobs, you can get rid of those easily enough with the screw attack. The thing is, she has to cooperate a bit for the stun move. I'm not really sure that there's a way to tell when she's actually going to have her mouth open so that you can do this. She takes a lot of missiles to defeat, though. 150 shots. If you ever feel like you're running low on energy or missiles, you can go down through that passage at the bottom of the room. We saw where it leads earlier, in that extra footage. But by going down there, you can go back by the recharge station. But yeah, overall this isn't really a hard fight, just kind of tedious. And there we go. Queen Metroid defeated, and the mission is done. Though there is a far more efficient way to fight the Queen Metroid. Alright, so as I was saying, there is a far more efficient way to fight the Queen Metroid. It takes a lot fewer missiles, but you are going to be face-tanking constant damage with this method, so you need to make sure you have probably at least 2 or 3 full energy tanks to do this. It also does require some cooperation on the part of the Queen. She needs to do the open mouth lunges at you. If you stun her this way, just hop in morph ball form, travel down into the stomach, and directly deposit some bombs. This does a lot of damage to her. But like I said, she really has to cooperate. Notice, as long as I'm in the mouth or the stomach, I am taking constant damage. That's why you really have to make sure that you have a lot of health for this method. See, I've already gone through 2 energy tanks. But it only takes 5 of these attacks to finish her off. And there we go. So yeah, it's a far more painful method, but also kind of stylish in a way, and a lot faster. Just make sure that you have the health to spare. Actually, going back and looking at the footage while editing this, the bombing method was only about 10 points of damage more painful for me. So, yeah, not that much worse than just face-tanking damage and firing off missiles. Truthfully, there's probably a better way to do the missile method. I'm just not really good at reacting to the speed of the Queen's lunging attacks. But anyway, options. So with that done, time to progress. As you can see, the pathway toward the bottom has been blocked off, so let's go this way. You will give me an egg. And we have a new pet. The baby Metroid will eat these types of blocks to open the path for us. Note it does not count in our list down there. This one's friendly. Essentially, since it's just a hatchling, it's imprinted on Samus. Yes, we're a mommy. But hey, Metroids are kinda cute somehow. Especially this one. Eat up. And we're back on the planet's surface. We just need to get all the way up here. Also, for those wondering, if you go too high, there's kind of a noxious level of the atmosphere up there that will damage you on contact. Earlier in the game, it's a lot lower, so you can't just go over this wall early. Because yeah, if we go down here, we're seeing some familiar terrain, and the gunship. Also, if we come over here, the entrance is caved in. So, all that's left is to get out of here. And no real fanfare, that's the end. So, with that, we have completed Metroid 2 Return of Samus. So we'll just let the credits roll here while Samus runs forward in a major football tackle from the looks of it. So yeah, this game, it's probably the Metroid game overall that I've played the least, if only because you have to remember I had this on the original Game Boy, and looking at that green spinach color screen for too long, it was a bit of an eye strain. Not as bad as the Virtual Boy from what I understand. I never actually had that system, but it was still a bit of an eye strain. Still, overall, a really fun game. It's one of those games that opinions will vary on it. Like, I know my friend Kit, he's a fan of the Metroid series, but he really didn't care for this one too much. But overall, I still enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun going through this project, in light of it being Metroid's anniversary, and so yeah, this was a fun project and definitely one I needed after Battle Network 4, that's for sure. So as we just go through the credits here, I want to extend my thanks once again to Neo for all of his help with the art assets for this project. Coming up next on the channel, we are going to be doing a 100% run of Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. Definitely looking forward to that one. Also, like I said earlier, I may eventually do an LP of the fan remake, AM2R. It's probably not going to be immediate, though, after this. I am looking forward to playing more of that, though, because it does seem like a really good, solid game. And the end. Let's see, our clear time was just under 2 hours. And I think that's the best ending you can get for this game. So, yeah. With that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this run of Metroid 2 Return of Samus, and I shall see you again next time as we start our next project. Until then, fare thee well.